The U.S. is now the first Western country to ban Russian energy imports. And with gas prices soaring to record levels, President Biden has vowed to do what he can to soften the economic impact. The House and Senate are both passing bipartisan resolutions condemning recent bomb threats against historically black colleges and universities. It's the highest inflation we're seeing in 40 years. Prices of everyday goods continue to surge, and economists say the cause is not only from the pandemic, but now the crisis in Eastern Europe could also play a big role. Police are investigating a shooting at an apartment complex. Now, what we know so far is that it happened around 5 this evening at the Landing Apartments. Investigators say those in connection to the shooting have been arrested. Pentagon officials say Russia is slowing down but far from stopping. Ukraine's president is calling on the West to impose a no-fly zone over the country, something NATO says it won't do.
Pound down on us, and I want you to take a look out at that waterfront. It's moving like crazy. The clouds are moving super fast.
Across the state, thousands of sexual assault kits are still on state crime lab shelves waiting to be tested. Investigators say there are more untested sexual assault kits in North Carolina than any other state. We begin with continuing coverage in the Russia-Ukraine crisis. Good evening, everyone. I'm Angie Quezada. Thanks for joining us. Ken Watlington is off. A new ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine is making progress. This would allow humanitarian corridors around 4 key Ukrainian cities to open, giving civilians a safe way to leave the country. The United Nations says more than 1 million people are fleeing, making this the largest refugee crisis in Europe since World War II. And as we enter day 12 since the invasion began, the national average for a gallon of gas is at an all-time high today. It sits at $4.10 per gallon. The previous record was set in 2008. 9 on your side's Caroline Boyer is live in Greenville. And Caroline, are experts predicting these prices will continue climbing? A Williamston man is in jail tonight after killing his wife in the parking lot of a tire store. Police say 61-year-old Melvin Boyce is facing 1 count of murder. Now, this comes following a shooting around 10 this morning at Pew's Tire and Service Center on Brentway Avenue. Investigators say when they arrived, they found 29-year-old Heather Boyce dead at the scene with a gunshot wound. Melvin Boyce, the victim's husband, is in jail with no bond. North Carolina is now hitting the lowest new case count we've seen in 8 months. Today, the state reporting only 528 new cases and new COVID infections. This is the second day this year with under 1,000 new cases. Hospitalizations are still dropping, with just over 1,100 patients being treated for COVID statewide. The clock is ticking as the government shutdown once again looms. This time, lawmakers are looking at including aid money for Ukraine in the funding bill. Our Washington correspondent Hannah Brandt has the details. Communities coming together to help their own is what makes the East so special. And it's on full display at the Chagad School in Greenville, where an art class led to T-shirts. And T-shirts could change the life for one of the students there. Our Courtney Courtwright introduces us to 6-year-old Clara Thompson.
She's a miracle.
Wow, that's amazing. Again, that was Courtney Courtwright reporting. Now, T-shirts are being sold for only a few more days. We have all the information about where you can buy them or donate to Clara's GoFundMe on our website, WNCT.com. Stay with us. The last look of your 7-day Storm Team 9 forecast is coming up next.
Yeah. First thing I thought everybody was dead until we started searching and found everybody.
He's known as Uncle Mike.
I was sitting there looking at my TV.
Early Tuesday, winds blasted through his window on Morning Road, shattering glass and tossing debris. Uncle Mike didn't hide. He ran to help his neighbors.
And I seen my next door neighbor walking down the path, and he was running where he was shining his flashlight. I didn't see no trails or nothing. So I stayed in my house. And I watched him come back to go get his girlfriend, and then both of them ran on a path, and they still didn't hear me calling them.
Uncle Mike heard a cousin was missing.
And she got thrown to the next trailer, across the ditch in front of them to another trailer. So after that, me and my cousin Mike started searching for people. We were the first two searching for people. Because he told me he might help me, so we went and looked for and his family.
One search, then another.
And his daughter, but we couldn't move the daughter because her leg was broke. So we took the wife all the way across the field back there to that same trailer.
Right. Uncle Mike fought the elements.
And so the rain was coming so hard again and the wind, and take my orange hat off and put it in his face so he wouldn't drown because he was on his back.
Rescue after rescue.
I had to keep searching. I had no first light. I need to keep searching and help find Ava Ballard that ain't dead. He said, Mike, don't leave me. He said, please don't leave me. I had to stay there with him, so.
Uncle Mike kept searching as first responders picked their way into the park.
Appreciate the paramedics for doing their job because they're always doing a good job, and helping people live and taking care of them.
Uncle Mike knows who else to thank.
I thank the Lord for everybody, and then I told, thank you for letting me live, and thank you for helping me find people that were thrown in ditches and out in fields and everything. But like I said, it's nothing nobody can control. See, God don't cause things to happen. He let things happen to show you that you need to turn yourself completely over to Him.
After helping others, Uncle Mike is asking for help for his community.
I pray for people all the time, every day and night, and then I tell the Lord take care of me. I always put people in front of me because I always have did it since I knew how to tell the Lord that.
If you want to help those affected, Bertie County YMCA is accepting donations to help those affected. In Bertie County, I'm Angie Quezada.